the I, the L, the J, the I, the M, the Y, little Jimmy.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Got a Question with Real Jimmy. Hey, this is that place where there's no such thing as a dumb question, but it could be funny. Hey, just encouraging young kids, ask questions, but more so encouraging the adults to answer them, so they can stop going to Google for everything. But I'm here today. I got another person that's running to serve in his community as a state senator. He goes by the name of Herman Andrew, but he likes to be called Drew Andrews. How you doing, sir?
How you doing, little Jimmy?
Man, thank you for coming to Got a Question.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Wow. So, you're running for state senate. You're on the library trustee board or something of that nature, right?
Yes.
You are participating in a thing called Teen Talk.
Teen Talk to Action, yes.
Teen Talk to Action. Got you. Action's important. Talking, okay. But if you got action, cool. Got it. And you're also a cool guy.
Well, thank you.
So, got a question.
Yes. How can I?
Can I be like you?
No, Jimmy. See, we are all unique. We are special in our own right, and so that's why you need to seek out your uniqueness.
Wow. Okay. A lot of people, I don't know if it's true or not, but a lot of people say that my handshake is unique. So I got it. Appreciate that answer.
Absolutely.
Be myself. I got you. Search out my uniqueness.
Yes.
Got you. Cool. Hey, I'm a pretty good rapper too.
Maybe we can hear some.
Yeah, one day. So, why run for state senate? Oh, I'm sorry. Got a question.
Yes, Jimmy. What's your question?
Why are you running for state senate?
Well, I'm running for state senate because it's important that we have laws that improves our quality of life. And that allows me the opportunity to make sure that people in my community are reaching the highest level of their human potential.
Wow. And so, got a question.
Got an answer?
How does an office like state senate afford you the ability to help do that?
Well, at the state senate level, you have the ability to create new laws, things that you think are unjust. You can fix them. Also, as far as funding, some programs that you like to see in your own neighborhood, at that state level, we can create the funding to bring into your neighborhood.
Wow, yeah, I think that's pretty important. Wow, got a question.
Got an answer?
Were you always into politics, or is it just part of your activism and things like that kind of line up a little bit?
Well, no. That's an excellent question. I've never always been interested in politics. As you can tell, I'm more of an introvert. I'm not really comfortable in being out in front of the cameras and everything, but I'm being my unique self. In order to change, you have to have courage to go outside yourself to do things. So this very interview makes me a little nervous, and that's why I stutter sometimes. But because I have that passion and that conviction that change must come, we must do things that we're not comfortable in doing. We must stretch ourselves. And that's why I said that we are unique, and we need to search out that uniqueness and that special purpose. So back to your question, what led me into politics is because being in the community, I've seen a lot of things that needed to be done, but was being neglected. And so having that conversation with previous politicians, asking questions, sometimes they make promises that they can't keep, or they forget. And so I want to be that advocate where I connect community to local municipalities up at the state level where no one is forgotten.
Wow. Yeah, thank you for trying, man. Thank you for your service, man. That's really cool. Got a
Got an answer?
Yeah. That's new. I should have seen that coming. I don't blink. Have you ever been inside the state capitol to like look at the seat that you're going to occupy so that you can envision it, or do you just look at it on the internet, or how does that work?
That is a very interesting question. Yes. In fact, every day at lunch, I used to work downtown Atlanta, which is where the state capitol is located. Every day for lunch, I used to go over there and listen to our legislative leaders talk about the different policies and initiatives that they wanted to bring about. And oftentimes I disagreed with that policy. And so I was looking at the very seat in which I wanted to sit so I can make those changes.
Wow, wow, that's cool. Yeah, because one of my favorite movies was The Waterboy. And he would tell him, visualize the attack, visualize the attack. That's kind of popped up. And so I could just see him visualizing the seat, visualizing the seat. Because you seem like you should be very worthy of occupying that seat with that kind of focus.
Well, thank you, Jim.
Wow, got a question.
Got an answer?
What's the most difficult thing that you've come across as an activist?
Well, it's the quality of life issues. In fact, I get many phone calls regarding people being evicted. And one that sticks out top of mind is a single mother of 5 with stage 4 cancer.
Wow.
Yes, she was evicted, and so she needed a place to stay. And every day she was looking for a place and not going for her chemo or radiation treatment.
Wow.
And so one day she called me and asked if I can help. And I reached out to my friends and was able to find her a place to stay. And reached out to other friends and helped her to make the first 3 months of her rent. And we're making sure that she's going to her chemo and radiation appointments.
Wow. It's cool to have friends, isn't it?
Yes.
And hopefully I can be your friend.
Absolutely, Jim.
Cool. Awesome. Got a question.
Got an answer?
Is it more rewarding? Of course it's rewarding when you see something that you visualize coming to fruition. But what's another rewarding thing that you feel in your activism?
Seeing change, positive change, knowing that you went in and with the expectation of that it will improve, but sometimes it's a heavy lift and you don't always see what the outcome will be. But luckily, sometimes you do, and when you see that someone is benefiting from the hard work, you've done, that is very rewarding.
Well, my pastor at my church, Jimmy A. Copeland, he would always say that the Bible tells us that some plant the seeds and some water the seeds, but God will create the increase. And so what I just heard you say, if I'm listening to my pastor correctly, is that it's rewarding to be able to plant the seed even though you might not see it fully grow, but knowing that you did a part in that is really cool.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Wow, yeah, no problem. Plant more seeds, people, plant seeds. But anyway, got a question.
Got an answer?
When you're not being an activist or you're not running for Senate or anything like that, what else do you do that's like really cool?
I like to read.
Reading's good?
Yes, and I like to read to students.
Okay.
It's boring reading by myself. So that's something I enjoy doing.
Wow, that's cool. So he's a reader too. Yeah, it's cool. What is that part of the show where you get to ask me a question? So, but you gotta say got a question.
Okay. Got a question?
Gotta answer.
You daydreaming about
Well, with the circumference of my head, that's a big dream. That's a pretty big dream. When I I daydream about is being effective. You know, not necessarily in big things, but even in the small things. And so, by being effective, even in very small areas, it kind of lends to accountability. And I think that's a big thing that's missing in a lot of the stuff that's happening in our community is the desire to be held accountable. And so, but it makes every single step that I make purposeful. And it makes it rewarding just to take the step, especially in the open, so people can see it. So if I make a misstep, people can say, "Hey, Jimmy, you're not stepping right. I see you stepping right. You're not." And so that accountability comes. And so I kind of daydream just about being effective and accountable. I know that's different for a 12-year-old kid instead of video games, but hey, I just have I might be a 12-year-old, but I got the heart of a 55-year-old.
That's you being your authentic self, being unique.
Yes, sir. Is there anything that you'd like to share as a candidate?
Well, as a candidate, I ask that you vote for Drew, because a vote for Drew is a vote for you. But more importantly, I ask that you be an informed voter. Look at who represents you. And if that person is representing you in a way that you want to be represented, we have to be able to be more involved. And sometimes that means growing outside our comfort zone. I'm speaking to you as someone who is really an introvert. And it's sometimes scary to be in front of a camera and sharing your thoughts with someone because you're worried about what that person thinks about you. But this is a time in our life where we must grow. And when we grow, sometimes we're not comfortable, but that's okay. Do things that you're not accustomed to doing, and it makes you the better person for doing it.
Wow. I wish I was old enough to vote for you, but I'll tell my grandpa to do something. That's cool. Hey guys, Mr. Herman Drew Andrews, running for state senate. Man, just thank you for being on the show. Thank you guys for tuning in, and just remember, answer the kids' questions. Please answer them. Cool. See you
The
later.
L, the I, the L, the J, the I, the M, the Y, little G.